Hello Gemini, this is me, Brandy from Taurean.com and Miss Freybe. I say Miss, crew balls later, but here we are. We know Freybe, Hamburg. How's the bay? So, if you get readings from me, if you come to my site at Taurean.com, just know that most of my proceeds barely pay bills and go mostly to animals. So there is an energy already of me meditating prior to you for the end of June going into July, Jim. Alright? Whether that's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus or whatever. There is a lot of confusion. Right? And it's like you want to make it better. And you may think that you have an amazing idea, but somewhere along the line you've already tried that in a different form and it never worked out. So they're really asking you to, I'd say, look before jumping. I cut my finger really deep, guys. Sorry. Finally stopped bleeding so I could do some videos. There's just some, I think it's like, what is that about? Creative chaos at work. Creative chaos at work. Energy. The RAR is like pure energy that's really uncertain of where it needs to be placed, right? That's what that is. That's the RAR. I think I'm saying it right. And it's saying like you just need to, you don't need to put a face on. You don't need to try to do extra. Whatever's going on in your life. I mean, the fact that I can't even, me try to meditate on Gemini's energy as a collective, I already feel like I'm all over the place. See, look. Something the footer, I think fluff the footer or something. This card is pretty much indicating that you may think you're out of one set of garbage. You step into another set of garbage. You keep spreading it around thinking that, you know, you're cleaning it up, and you're not. And you're not. And then, under here, underneath the deck, the soul killer, the unaliver, the dark energy, and it's like you keep trying to maneuver something for this circumstance, this individual, because they're bigger than life, as you can see, because in their own head, this whole situation, they want you to do the work, or the situation, however this plays in your life. The situation wants you to do the work, and this feels like robbing Peter to pay Paul, frantic to please this person who never does anything. Never does anything but complains, or the job's not good enough, or you keep doing something with that energy that keeps putting you back into this situation. So if you're not with anyone, if you're not in this situation, then this is regards to you. Plain and simple. This is extremes that get you back into a situation, and this is when you hit the low. Okay? This is when you hit the low energy. That's not good. So I'd like to see what comes out of this, or what advice I can get for you, because I could end the reading right here and going off what I see and feel. Tame your ass down, because you never have a plan and everything gets out of whack. You keep stepping into another mess from one mess you're trying to clean up, and you go highs and lows like bipolar over here. Okay? If you didn't know, I am now taking I am taking appointments, holistic consultation. You will have to fill a form out. Off the information you give me, I will give you the recommendations. 3 main concerns. That's it. Keeping it light, keeping it breezy. I have my holistic certifications. I've decided to start incorporating going down this road. So readings and holistic consults. Okay? And this one, I would literally talk about your burst of highs and lows and needing to organize and get this in retrospect. Alright. Just feels like there's too much energy and it's not being used properly, however you want to put that. Like, I even feel nauseous to my stomach, like, focusing on this reading, because I take things on physically with the body. It's very nauseating. Like, very... God. It's not good. It's like you slow down and you don't eat well. Okay? You don't eat well. Okay. You've really got to learn to be really and ground yourself, earth yourself. It's called earthing. Being around water, being around the earth, and like meditating with that, even for 2 minutes, to like ground that energy that's all over the place. Because that's a warning. It's like from your hands, from your feet. They're not clean and energetically and physically, letting other people's fungus, because that's what represents here with the mushrooms, attach to you. And it's like anything you're attempting to do right now with your feet in the air is not going to work. It's going to be like a unlucky break from this. But it's a frantic energy. Responsible, Jim. Responsible. Okay? This is the homemaker and healer sign of success. Giving service to protect those weaker than you is your destiny. But I think you take it in a in an extremist way. Okay. That's an extremist way. We don't need the extremist way. Okay, let's move these up. Mercury retrograde. Okay. Let's see. End in a relationship over miscomprehended information. Wrong time, let it rest. It's a time of poor choices. Your schedule and travel will be delayed. Blocked emotions trying to purge themselves by showing phantom symptoms. As I said that, if you couldn't tell in my voice, I was literally trying not to gag. It's a blessing and a curse, folks. My mouth is watering like I want to throw up. Ooh. Sorry about that, folks. I was trying to pull this and I had to just take a breath. Anyways, this is called couch surf. Couch surfer lacks any real plans and would rather just ride the couch in other people's homes between free spirit and homeless. If you're dealing with a person and they're trying to pretend they don't know how, or they can't do something, or they have a mental illness, there's something here. They just don't want to, they don't want to or don't know how to clean up their own mess and expect you to do so. Company, friend, whatever. Okay? And it's really messing with your stomach. Right? You're not fully present in what you're doing. Your mind is not able to pay attention to details right now because of this energy. You're not able to do anything for yourself, which is be at peace in your own home. They are blocking your rest. They're trying to put those emotions over onto you like they're your fault or something. That's not an okay energy. You need to sum up the situation and become organized for yourself and rid yourself of their clutter, of this situation's clutter. This is your advice, so to speak. Okay? They need to go to the doctor. If this is you, you need to go to a doctor. You need a medical visit, because your body is affecting your stomach, your nervous system. Has everything to do with your job, your career. The nervous system from this person, this situation. You're being selfless a little too much and cleaning up other people's messes, which goes back to your health, goes back to your jobs, goes back to your home, whatever. Even if you're retired, your numbers and your money and your health are declining because of this situation. Okay? Too much anxiety, too much worry, too much constant fear of not doing enough, which is this energy of stepping into one mess to step into another mess. If you didn't know, if you're new, I'm Brandy. I am a shadow worker, and even if I pull tarot for general readings, I am still going to see into the root issue. No matter how I swing that, what's really going on here. So you should probably book a consultation, and I'm going to kick your ass into gear to get rid of this situation. Okay? Probably see a counselor too or something. But there's too much worry in the body, which is making the body have the phantom symptoms, which is stepping in one piece of trash to another piece of trash. And it's all because of this outside influence. All because of this outside influence, guys. So that's an easy fix right there. And I know this person seems real nasty, real gnarly. Wants to suck the soul from your body and blame everyone for everything. Well, I would like to call you an enabler. And if you're not the enabler, someone's enabling you. And it's time to get off the couch, child. Because we can be in a dark hole. We can be at the wit's end, at our breaking point. Ain't nothing gonna change until we start fixing one thing at a time, folks. I've been there. Been there. I'm sure at one point I'll feel I'm at my breaking point again. Oh my God, you see that? See that? These totally bursted. And these fell out. Underneath is time to release the negativity. That's that person. Yeah, this during the full moon. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon, believe Cancer is part of that. Expect powerful change. It's just kind of hidden in both realms. It's kind of hidden, and they don't want you to know, because you'll try to avert that disaster. They don't want that happening. So whatever's happening, that's a blessing in disguise to put your life back in order. They need that negativity out of your life, because it's like you've been responsible for too long for this situation. Responsible too long for this particular situation. You don't need to be responsible. You've done your due diligence. You don't need to be dealing with all this all the time. Okay? I just started using Lenormand, so let me see what Lenormand's got to say for you. Okay, broke it, and there's a snake. No doubt. Alright. Please make sure you hit that like, that comment, that subscribe. Sharing's not really... Sharing is caring, but it's not really that important. Well, 24 looks like the Lovers to me, doesn't it? Represents Gemini. And then we have the Tower. That represents the Tower to me, but if I were to guess without knowing these meanings behind these cards, I sure would say you need to let this person go, because it ain't love. It's tyranny. They have a timing for you, 24 days, or the 24th. It's all about being too passionate, being too helpful. It's like your feelings are entwined in this to your own detriment, right? Your feelings are overly attached to the situation to your own detriment in the simplest form. With the negativity, the health issues, you've entrapped yourself. Do you see that woman? I'm like, where the how she's literally entrapped by the darkness out of love. I mean, or out of compassion for this project. It's too much. It's too much. Right? You haven't been able to follow your passion or create something because of this, that nasty gray energy. Okay, so I hope you understand. You may not be able to do it completely all at once. Okay, this is also for Gemini rising, just because I have that here. I don't know, even though that is a Scorpio, I just felt it. So this is for a rising as well. You don't need to be a hurtful helper. Don't be a hurtful helper, and get rid of that. Stop delaying your own stuff. Make them be responsible for their own outcome, because you're only supposed to help the weak, or you're not supposed to become the weak from helping, right? They take advantage. They sense it. So I'm going to leave you alone. Make sure you comment. Happy late birthday, and I will catch you later.